After a third explosion at Japan's Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, international observers fear a nuclear meltdown is looming. Nuclear and radiological experts now say the incident is approaching the severity of the Chernobyl disaster of 1986. Adding to those concerns, NPR explains a fire at the plant's number 4 reactor has experts worried fuel rods have been exposed, leaving open the possibility they could melt and leak radiation into the atmosphere. CNN contributor Jim Walsh says he's watching the plant's primary containment vessel, which is the last line of defense, against full radioactive release. He says he's hoping this is more 3 Mile Island than Chernobyl.
You know, 3 Mile Island, when it had its problem, the containment vessel held, and while there was some radiation out there, it did not, the core did not leak out into the environment.
But on ABC's Good Morning America, nuclear security expert Joe Cirincione says the plant's design makes hope difficult. He calls the incident, quote, unprecedented in nuclear power history.
And it's made worse by the way the Japanese build their reactors. They cluster them together. As you just reported, many of the plants in Japan have 4 or more units. So what that means, it's very efficient, but what it means is a disaster at one can avalanche into and complicated disaster next door.
140,000 people have been ordered to stay indoors. And on Tuesday, Japanese Prime Minister Naoto Kan announced radioactive levels could, quote, have an effect on humans. According to Canada's CTV, that public announcement is a step in the right direction, away from Chernobyl. You think of all the people back in the Soviet days who were scrambling to get any information they possibly could, but there was a secretive lid on the disaster. Japan appears to have learned from Chernobyl's mistakes. The government has been communicating with the public on a daily basis, and emergency measures are in full effect. According to NPR, as of Tuesday, Tokyo Electric Power had evacuated all but 50 of its workers. The ones who remain behind are working to cool the reactors by pumping in seawater and venting the resulting steam. I'm Christina Hartman for Newsy.com. Multiple sources, the real story.